So she didn't want to come out of pocket just to sell their property. So I'm like, hey, how about I give you money to take over your mortgage? And she's like, yeah, I'll do that all day. So that was a way easier transition for her because she had money to move. And then plus, on top of that, I'm building her credit at the same time because I'm making those mortgage payments on time every month. So subject to is simply taking over someone's mortgage. You're not assuming them, you're just taking it over. So by taking over, well, let me go backwards. Assuming is you go through a process with the bank and you gotta go through paperwork and all that stuff. Where taking over, you just take over their mortgage. You can do a legal instrument. I use a land trust to do it. And then I just get their login and password and I just basically pay their mortgage. I set up my auto draft and just pay them.
What does the conversation look like, or what does the situation look like where subject to would make sense?
So for example, this one property that we had, this lady lived in Newport News and she had to drive to Virginia Beach for her job. And she just bought the property. She's a veteran. And that tunnel is a pain in the ass because if you hit at the wrong time, you're going to be there for hours on end. She was just so tired of going through the traffic and tunnel and like spending like 4 hours a day just through traffic. And at that point in time, she's like, I'm done with this property. I need to move closer to my job. And so she was like, hey, do you want to buy this property? And how I got the property was through Facebook groups. I just posted like, hey, I'm looking to buy properties. And she ended up messaging me, lo and behold, and understood the situation. And she's like, I can't sell the property because I just bought it and I have to pay out of my pocket just to sell it. So she didn't want to come out of pocket just to sell their property. So I'm like, hey, how about I give you money to take over your mortgage? And she's like, yeah, I'll do that all day. And then that's how it came about. And I'm basically renting it out right now to a tenant that pays me $3,200 a month. So that was a way easier transition for her because she had money to move and she had to come out of pocket, and it was just easier for her to do. And then plus, on top of that, I'm building her credit at the same time because I'm making those mortgage payments on time every month. So it helps her.
How do you speak to the risks of the person who holds that mortgage?
Yeah. So the risk here are that one of the objections is like, how can I get another loan for another house, right? Since she's used a VA, we can always sign a lease, right? And then have that as like cancels her DTI, her debt to income ratio. Furthermore, the other objection is default. What if I default? I'm like, that's the best thing that could ever happen to you. And here's the reasons why. Because I made all these improvements. I paid all the taxes. I maintenance it like a business. If I default, then I give you the property back. And you can do this all over again if you wanted to. So I literally try to make it risk-free for them as much as possible and resolve all of the objections that they might have just so they feel really comfortable in it. And they can have my phone number too as well. They can message me anytime they want to in regards to whatever it is about the property. But I haven't heard from her since like 3 years now, and she's enjoying her life.
Yeah.
So like she doesn't have an issue.